I asked God through tears how He could allow so much human suffering. And I really felt like He asked me the same thing. How can you allow it, Kristen? What are you doing? Hi, I'm Kristen Welch, and I blog at We Are That Family, and I'm the founder of the Mercy House, a maternity home in Kenya, Africa. Without the support of my blog readers and many others from the online community, this God-given dream would not have been made possible. I'm a mom who set out to write a story, and that story is still writing me. I traveled to Kenya, Africa 2 years ago this week with Compassion International to write about poverty. And our goal on that trip as bloggers was to get children sponsored and rescued from extreme poverty. While I was there, I met a young woman named Maureen, and I met her on the day that really my life was wrecked. I was in a place that in my heart and mind was equivalent to hell. It's the world's largest slum, and it's in Kenya, Africa. And Maureen was our tour guide that day.
Mercy House exists to give hope, save babies, and offer a second chance.
And we really just had a divine encounter, is really the best way to put it. We found ourselves separated from the group, and we just spent a lot of time talking and sharing our stories with each other. And I'll never forget, she looked at me, and we're surrounded by filth and a stench that you can't imagine. And she said, "Are you on Facebook?" And I laughed and I said, "Are you on Facebook?" And so we became friends in more ways than one that day. And I came back to America, and I was really a different person. Just 2 weeks after I returned, I read an article on CNN about the slum that we were in, and the article was highlighting girls, young girls, who were pregnant, mostly from either being raped or trading sex for food. And their mothers had asked this of them so they could provide for their siblings. 2 weeks later, I found myself in my comfortable home reading this article, knowing that I had to do something. And so I emailed on Facebook the only person I knew in Kenya, and that was Maureen. And I sent her this article, and I said, "Is this true? Is this really how the girls in the slum live?" And she responded back and said, "Yes, it's true." And so that just began a catalyst of events that neither one of us could have ever planned or dreamed. 4 months after my trip to Africa, we felt like God was calling us to start a maternity home for pregnant girls in the slums of Kenya. Mercy House isn't the story of one person. It's not about one mom or one Kenyan lady who's dynamic. It's the story of a lot of people doing their part. And all of our parts look different, but it's really a picture of the body of Christ. Each small part works together to create something magnificent that only God can sign His name on. Simply put, Mercy House would not exist without social media. 7 girls wouldn't be living in a maternity home in Kenya. 5 babies wouldn't be alive today if it weren't for that maternity home. The online community answered the call. I really believe that God would have found a way. He would have found someone to say yes. But when I said yes personally, so many others said yes with me. And the product is lives changed for eternity.